Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to do a video which is not usually like my other content. However, I hope this will be an informational video for my followers and for people who found this video who are not yet following me. If you could help me out by subscribing to the channel if you want more videos like this, that'd be awesome. Today I'm going to show you the best way to find skins with KATOWICE 2014 stickers on them. I'm going to show you several methods, 4 of them in fact, and I'm gonna start with the least favorable one and I'm gonna end with the most favorable one. However, even the least favorable thing I'm going to show you today you can use to find snipes and actually make profit. It's just less favorable for you than the other methods, and then I'm going to show you the most favorable way, the way I usually do it to make profit. Today's video will not include how to sell the skins, however. You will have to figure that out by yourself because that is such a country-dependent thing. Here in Sweden and most other Scandinavian countries, we use Facebook forums to sell our skins. That's how I do it. That's how many people I know do it. But if you're from America, there are trading servers. I'm guessing you have Facebook groups too, where you can use Venmo and other US-based payment services in order to sell your skins. If you are anywhere else around the world, you're gonna have to figure out on your own how to sell your skins. You probably know if you're looking up a KATO14 sticker guide anyways. But with all of that being said, with all of the information that I needed to get out of the way before the video starts disclosed, I will now start the video and we will move on to number 4, the least favorable option. So here we are with the least favorable options. It's Buff Market. All of the websites I will be talking about will be down in the description so you can check them out yourself. All of them are completely safe, so there's no risk of you getting scammed or anything like that, so long as you use the link in the description and you do not use any other link. They are not referral links. I'm not making anything from them. I just want you guys to be safe, so use the link down below if you do not know what you're doing. If you know what you're doing, of course, you don't need to use the link down below. But this is Buff Market. It's the least favorable way. And why is it? Well, it's basically because of the supply. It's a great market. It's a great way to buy skins. Also, might mention right now that none of these have sponsored me. This is a completely non-biased, non-sponsored video. So I'm just showing you what works and doesn't work for me. But in Buff Market, basically you want to go ahead and log in, and then after you've logged in you can go to the advanced filters and you go to applied stickers and you scroll down to KATO 2014. Unfortunately you cannot filter for all stickers with KATO 14s, but you can filter for a specific one. So say we are looking at the Call Gaming KATO 14 paper, we can press that and then make sure to not search by slot, and you can just immediately search for all the skins with that sticker on it. And then of course you can sort it by price right here. So if we do this, we have the most cheap option, $20 for a completely non-scratched. Make sure it says 100%, that means they are not scratched. So a completely non-scratched one, we can press it and we usually have a screenshot ready for us waiting here. But this is all good, right? But $20 for a PP Bison with a... it's good placement, but with just one of the worst papers on it, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. So if you are going to make a profit from this website, you have to make sure to snipe at the right and opportune time where you actually find a skin that might be worth it. That will be very hard for me to demonstrate today because very rarely do you find a skin on here which is priced fairly. You have to do your own research on that. Don't buy anything because you think the price looks low. It probably isn't when it comes to Buff Market, and always compare with the other services that I will be showing you in this video. But that is the least favorable option, and an option that actually works. Every now and then you can find some snipes on here. And also a little bit of a cool thing you can do is after you get Kato skins, if you do want to, you can sell them here, and usually Usually, or moderately, you might be able to get some overpay for your Kato skins here, because these skins get bought kind of willy-nilly. I have no idea what is really going on this website, but sometimes you can list a skin for way overpriced with a sticker on it and it gets sold anyways. But yeah, so that's buff market. Let's move on to the third most favorable option. Here we are with the third most favorable option. And that is going to be actually buying the stickered skins directly from the market. This is just like buff market, however, it can be very hard to actually find a decently priced skin, but sometimes people don't know what they're holding, or people just want to quick sell on the market to buy something. This is always a good thing to do whenever there is a Steam sale, or there is a new operation, or there is the viewer pass that just came out. You can find people panic selling their Kato skins on the market for really cheap then, and you can just pick them up by then. But if you're just looking on an average Joe day, then it might be very, very, very hard for you to find a skin. But why is this better than buff market? Well, first of all, you can search for every single Kato skin. I will show you soon how to do that, but also you can time this, right? So just as I mentioned before, when there is a Steam sale, that's when you do this. When there is an operation, that's when you do this. You don't do this on every given Sunday. You just do it when you know the market is crashing, right? So how do I search for every single Kato sticker? How is that possible, Kovu? Well, I will show you right now. So this website will also be linked down below in the description. It's called csgostickersearch.com. You use the KATOWICE, of course, if that's what you're looking for. You press normal, and you can just press any of these stickers. Doesn't really matter. So let's say we press Fnatic, and then you press search, ignore order. It will automatically open a Steam Community Market tab for you. So what you want to do here then, now you have every single Kato Fnatic skin. So you can see it's 12, it's 14, right? In order to limit it to only Kato, you can simply remove Fnatic here. Widen it, not limit it. So now you press price, of course. I know it's in a different language here, it's Swedish, I'm sorry. But you just filter by the cheapest. Whoops, I filtered by the most expensive. So first you will see all of the stickers that are too expensive to be listed on the market. They will say €0, but just scroll past those. There will be like 2 or 3 pages of them. And then you will find the skin. Now, souvenir skins are here, because obviously there are souvenir skins with 2014 Kato foils on them. If you find some really good ones, like I bought some dual Berettas for €7 I think, which is absolutely ridiculous price. But if you do find some good stickers, some good sticker placement, then it might be a good idea for you to do. So let's say we are looking at the StatTrak Galil AR Sandstorm here at €10. This would be super fairly priced at €10 if it wasn't for the sticker being scraped, and I'm sure it will be scraped, because otherwise this is too cheap. But if we go in here, right, so we have a mouse sports paper. That's kind of what you would expect, but as you can see here, the opposite applies from buff market. So 100% means it's fully scraped, meaning this is a fully scraped sticker. I would tell you to use some sort of plugin, like I'm using here, so that you can see the stickers in advance. I'm sure you can find one. Just go after this video and do a YouTube search and search best plugins for Steam Market, and you will probably find something. But I use this plugin, and here you can be quite misconstrued, because on buff market it says 100% is fully healed, right? But here 100% means fully scraped. So you need to be careful. So you can see the cheapest one right here is a €22 one with a paper mouse, which is not as favorable as €10. However, if this wasn't scraped, I would have bought this. But yeah, so that's how to search on the market. But however, this sticker search here, it's not limited to only these skins. So let's say I want to find a crown, right? I can do that too. So you can pretty much search the market for any. It's a good little service, but you can see €35 is way too much. But that's one of the options. That was method third most favorable method to use. Now I'm going to head over to the second most favorable method to use. So I will be right back with that. Alright, so here we are with the second most favorable way to find Kato skins, and I know this might come as a surprise to some of you. CS money? Are you crazy? No, I'm not. This has actually been a very favorable way to flip Kato skins for me personally, so that's why I think it deserves the number 2 spot. There is still one far yet more good method to use over this, but CS money is definitely a great contender, and sometimes you can find some pretty amazing snipes. So what you want to do here is you want to go up here to the shop, I think it will say in English, or like buy or something, and then you want to go to Pro here on the filters. You want to go to Pro, then you find sticker on skin, right? And here you can sort for any sticker you would like. But also what you can do is you can press more and you can go collection and you can search for all of the Kato skins. So then you will find the Kato skins, and then I would go price lowest like this, and then you would find some skins. As you can see, most of these have +%, but some of them are undervalued according to CS money, and at least where I'm selling on the Facebook forums in Sweden, we go from CS money. The CS money price is our where we go from. So that means that if you can get something sniped here, you might be looking at profit. Now 5% of course is not going to be favorable for us, but I'm just showing you that there are actually skins like this. You want to try to find some that are listed for around 20% under, and then you might be starting to make a profit. So that is what I think you should do. Now it might be hard to sift through this, but sometimes you will find 23% off, like this case. However, this is not a very desirable skin, so I wouldn't go for this either, but you get my picture. So that is definitely a way that many people don't know that you can do, is go through CS money and go through their buy feature, not through their exchange feature. That one is a scam. But through their buy feature, and you just pay with your credit card right away and you get your skin. It works. I've done it plenty of times. It is not flawed in any way, shape or form, and you can actually make some decent profit in case you find a good skin. So that is the second most favorable method from my testing, and then we are now moving on to the method I use the most, which most big collectors use, which is the definite winner, right? So I'll be moving right on to that. So right here is the most favorable option if you are a trader that has been trading for a while. Of course, this is not a surprise to you whatsoever. However, for the newbies, this might be a surprise, because this is a site which all big traders use, but it's a site that is a Chinese site. So it might be hard for you if you are very unfamiliar with Buff to get to know Buff, obviously. But this is a site called Buff163. As I said, all of the links are down below in the description, so don't worry about that. Now on Buff, you can find some great stuff. So you want to head over to Market. Of course, first you want to create an account. That can be quite a hassle actually, but you should be able to get through the process quite quickly. It took me around 10 minutes when I first got on here a year ago or so. But what you want to do then is, after you've gotten in, you go to the market and you go over here to stickers, you press custom. And from here, you can select Kato, but here again, just like Buff Market, this is also a Buff web page, only this is not the Western one. You will have to pick a singular sticker. It's still more favorable though, because there are way cheaper skins here. So let's just pick the Fnatic just as a basis, and then we search for price. Of course, you can see €6. €6. And let's have a look if it's scraped or not. It should be, I think. Yeah, it is. But here's a non-scraped one for €12. So now you can see immediately the market price of €20 is not as favorable at all. Now, this is a very good way to find snipes. This is what most people use. This is what I use, unless I am like looking specifically after a sale or stuff like that. And sometimes I have a look at Buff Market just to see if there is a snipe possible. But this is definitely the best method by far. And another cool thing you can do is, if we go back to the normal market page here, if we search for a skin, let's say the stainless USP, which is a skin which there exists a lot of Katocrafts. We can go to the field tested one, perhaps. Go to stickers custom, and now we can go to Kato 2014 and we can press all right here, and then we will get all of the stickers, all of the Katos, and you can see we have one for 13 euro. This is actually a very good price right here. And it's 100%, which means it's not scraped. We are once again back to the buff market way of doing things, so it's 100% means not scraped and 0% means fully scraped. But yeah, those are the 4 methods. Getting money into buff, however, can be quite hard. You might have to sell some of your skins onto the market, or you will have to find someone, a trader, who will trade you buff market balance for whatever currency you want to use through whatever means of payment. This is also done in the Facebook groups in Sweden, but I'm sure it's different in your country. You'll just have to find out how to do that yourself. But there you go. That's the 4 methods that I find viable whatsoever to find Kato stickers, to find Kato skins with stickers on them. That's how you do it. That's how I do it. That's how I make a profit from it. If you have any questions about any of this, then please do leave them down below in the comment section. As I said in the beginning of the video, a like would be greatly appreciated, and also if you could subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And that was pretty much all I had for you in today's episode. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, goodbye.